city is an open grave.
Oh no. No quedó ningún elfo vivo.
What have they done to my city? A curse upon them all.
Redecoraron
We'll be
con mucho
lucky if we
hielo.
find any survivors.
Vamos a investigar uno de estos con la espada maldita. Tiene mucho alcance. Uy. Mierda, el del arquito está picante. Bien. Busquemos más piedritas de alma. Cada vez faltan menos para llenar el álbum. Mierda, me sacó bastante ese estúpido arquero. No. Devoradora. Uy. Si no me mires, te saco más y te pego en el trasero. Habilidad especial. ¿Reconoces esta parte del barrio? Espectro. Con ese estúpido ataque. Puedo esquivar demasiado rápido, soy como humo. No puedes tocarme. Subí ahí. Guantes de merodeo, a ver. ¿Qué tal son? ¿Dónde mierda están? No. A ver, no. Está bien. Es mejor lo que ya tengo. Por ahí pasamos. Carajo. No. Muy lento. Y no dejó nada. Bueno, vamos a revisar por acá. Otro pasadizo. Por ahí venimos. Ok. Entonces mejor revisemos por acá. Podemos cruzar ahí. Uy. Encárgate del otro. Este es mío. Puede parar de tambalearse. Lo enveneno y lo desestabilizo al mismo tiempo. Estoy llenando de ingredientes. Lamentablemente también tienen peso. Entonces voy a tener que o venderlos o desecharlos. O utilizarlos en algo. Pero la mayoría de los ingredientes que tengo son para creación de pociones de salud o de maná. Pero como no estoy haciendo nada remotamente mágico, entonces no lo necesito para nada. También se me olvidó vender las pociones de maná. Me has congelado. Desgraciado. Otro elfo. Caído en el olvido. Ahora, ¿esto dónde mierda va? No, sí. Por acá hacia el otro lado es la entrada principal. Vamos a guiarnos por eso. Corta alguna parte. No, prefiero investigar por acá. Botas de merodeo, no, está bien. Me gustan más estas. Escucho bramido de zombie. Digamos, todavía faltan 5 más. ¿Y cómo hago para ir ahí? ¿Me tiro de acá? No. Evidentemente no. Pero ahora veo una puerta acá. Tiene que ser esta. Primero el arquero. Escucho voces. Humanas o elfas. Agarra. Nivel 18. ¿Cuál es el nivel máximo? Planeo llegar hasta nivel 30 y lo dejo ahí. ¿De dónde venían las voces? Ah. De ahí. ¿Y esto dónde va? Ah. Todo está comunicado con esta parte de la ciudad. Prisioneros. Vengo a salvarlos, a liberarlos.
You're a human. What are you doing here?
¿Vos que sos? A ver tus orejitas.
It's the prince.
Creo que es elfo.
Up there.
¿Dónde? Dame la espalda. Ya está. Belanis.
Help us.
Ya te ayudé. Ahora vos ayúdame a mí.
There's still patrols around. We're looking for the king. Where is he?
He's dead. You can't stay here, Prince.
Venimos al pedo.
Safe. Get us out of here, please. They might send us to their camps at any time.
El camino está despejado.
Go on. The way is clear. Hurry up and get to the support pillar in the north. There's a passageway there. Once you're outside, go east to the cliff. That's where the survivors have their camp.
All right, but what do we do if we come across a patrol?
Hacedme caso y todo saldrá bien.
We can't go with you guys, but I'll give you some tips on how to get out of this. To start with, don't bunch up. Send a scout out front and keep someone in back to watch behind you.
Y ponete ropa de abrigo que afuera hace frío.
Make sure you stay quiet. The living dead aren't particularly watchful. If you stay in the shadows and you're careful, you'll be okay.
Atácalos por atrás.
Thank you, mercenary.
Y una última cosa, tenés derecho a sentir miedo.
I've got one last piece of
Ay, soy
advice.
tan comprensivo a
People always
veces.
think about being brave. Fuck that. Be scared and stay vigilant. If you start losing it, use your anger and don't panic. You'll know what to do.
Thanks again. And see you later, I hope.
Ok, misión secundaria completada. Y también nos dio la dirección de donde vive tu padre, pero estos no estaban acá antes. Ok. Ay, ay. Sácamelo de encima. Criatura insignificante y cochina. Nuevo nivel y no había subido de nivel. Bien por mí. Puedo tener el nivel máximo de merodeo ahora. Ah, estamos tan cerca. A ver que puedo subir acá. Ballestero, ¿por qué no? Aunque no la estoy usando mucho. Que digamos la ballesta, pero si llega a haber algún enemigo con el que no puedo pelear de manera efectiva de cerca, podría venir bien. Encontré la biblioteca. Creo que algunos en el refugio quería conocer la biblioteca de tu ciudad. A ver si se puede robar algún libro. Bueno, no creo que lo vaya a querer nadie igual, así que... Yermo de guardián real. A ver... ¡Ay! ¿Qué tal es esto? Bueno. Por ahora me quedo con lo que tengo. Ya habrá tiempo de mejorarlo después. Nuevo tipo de enemigo. Una perra de hielo. Yo la ataco por la retaguardia. Duele un poquito. Uy, mierda. Tiene poderes congelantes, ¿quién lo diría? Mierda. Arriba. Creo que escuché algo. Debe ser mi imaginación. Primero vamos a buscar todas las cosas que este estúpido lugar tenga para ofrecer. Y después vamos a ver de quién era esa voz. No hay nada acá. Bueno, ahora sí. ¿Quién anda ahí?
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Hay que quemarlo para que no deje crías.
Son, my boy, can it be you?
Te reconoce.
Oh, fuck.
¿Qué le hicieron al rey?
Gods. Father, it cannot be.
El rey ahora es un no muerto.
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father, but what have they done to you?
Lo transformaron en esto.
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace.
¿Cuántos nobles hay ahí adentro?
Our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live.
Te mintió el negra escarcha.
I am so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
Madre también está ahí adentro.
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this
Creo que hay un coleccionable ahí atrás. Puede ser una de esas piedras de alma.
Slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this if you want me to.
Va a ser rápido e indoloro.
Whatever you decide, take the crown.
Dale una muerte digna de un rey. Es su última voluntad. Si querés me voy afuera, me voy a explorar un poco los alrededores. Sin mirar. Oh. Todavía se mueve. Oh, ya no. Definitivamente muerto.
He could see that you were alive, and you put an end to his suffering. In every way, I think you did what was best.
I know. And I shall have the crown. And all.
Ahora sos el nuevo rey elfo.
But I shall never
Felicitaciones,
wear it
el Ronde.
until I have reconquered my kingdom.
No me quiero perder la ceremonia de coronación.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon.
Me parece que todavía se mueve esa cosa, no lo mataste del todo. Te dije que había que quemarlo.
So that it may stay with me. I'll wait outside.
Oh, desapareció mágicamente. Bueno, supongo que va a necesitar tiempo como para hacer luto. Así que vamos a ir a buscar otro compañero. Creo que Civil quería venir por acá. Vamos a buscarla a ella.
To wait for Arundel, not in his condition.
Dale tiempo
We'll be scouring the city to find
para asimilarlo.
We gotta get back to the camp fast.
We waste our time here. The fate of these people is sealed. The sole act that can defeat the necromancers is to take back the stolen energy of the world heart.
I decide what has to be done, with or without your agreement.
¿Entendiste? Mi cuerpo, mis reglas. ¿Eh?
Mercenary. The Sentinels in the other group were killed by Deadwalkers. And there's a group of undead on the road, stopping anyone from getting through.
Oh no.
I'll see what I can do.
No me puedo mover. Vencer a la patrulla responsable del bloqueo. Tiene que poner una escalerita acá o algo.
Mercenary, it is well that you are returned. A creature that seemed like a dead thing came. It claimed you had sent it.
Sí, era verdad. Espero que no le hayas atacado.
Potential ally. Don't worry about it.
I fear I attacked it, him, and arrested him.
Qué
He tried to
descortés.
talk to me, but I felt safer with it under guard.
Es un ser muy antiguo, muy sabio.
I mean, his...
Quizás me pueda ayudar con mi problema.
Where is he now?
He is with the Red Scribes.
Perfect.
¿Dónde mierda me dijiste que está? Aquí está. Hablemos.
Mathras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
¿Quién sos exactamente?
Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras, immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there hanging out with your Deadwalker friends?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I'm associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things.
Excepto estás medio podrido.
I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old.
¿Qué podés cambiar de cuerpos? ¿Tienes habilidades del Capitán Guiño?
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, these Deadwalkers are simply corpses as they're animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
No está mal pensado.
That's not so dumb. It's what allows you to go on having an effect on the world, I guess.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Though, of course, these days, it's unlikely they would stay dead for very long.
Tengo unas preguntas que haceros.
I want to ask you a couple of questions.
¿Y por qué viniste a Caraldas?
Why did you come to Carolthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun. You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
¿Y qué sabes de los muertos errantes?
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation and to keep them working is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they are incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful.
¿Y dónde están localizados?
Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their
Vamos a
brothers,
ponerlos
the
a prueba a
Red
ver qué tan
Scribes.
poderosos son. ¿Habéis visto alguna situación tan desesperada como esta?
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be.
Mal traducido.
You carry something within you
Él
that
dijo que estamos
may
jodidos.
modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually
¿Un efecto
change
mariposa
the
nos va a salvar?
apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to...
¿Qué te puedo hacer?
Well, that's comforting.
¿Y qué le ocurrió al rey de los elfos? ¿Estuviste ahí para verlo?
I think he was
¿Cómo quedó?
simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an arch-lich. It's a particularly delicate
Pero no estabas ahí, ¿cómo lo sabes?
magical process
Estabas
that can
espiando.
only be performed by an ice lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die.
Pueden hacer eso.
It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at
No
any
necesitan
cost,
las
rather
píldoras
than
de
dying
cianuro.
in honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an arch-lich.
¿Y qué soy yo?
Do you have any idea about what I am becoming?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just legends.
¿Nadie pensó que puedo tener un problema de doble personalidad?
It would be churlish to mock someone when it is so easy. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in the flames. The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them, only much bigger. And you have an even more pronounced affinity with fire.
Me estás tomando mi cabello corto, ¿no?
Wicked attitude. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose.
Diablillos herreros.
It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas, I have no idea which entity is behind all of this.
¿Y cómo va todo con Sibyl? ¿La conoces?
What a charming young girl. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. I imagine that if I still felt any physical desires, I would happily give her a good few hours of one-on-one experimental physical training.
Un jugador.
And it seems to me that she's rather more interested in getting your attention.
¿Estás seguro de eso?
At any rate, she is
No
by
percibí
far the most
ninguna
interesting red
tensión
scribe I've
sexual
taken in the
entre
past
nosotros.
300 years, though I fear that may not be much of a compliment, given their legendary...
Me parece muy inmadura. Un poco tonta. Cambiemos de tema. Ok, es todo. Descanse. Miau, miau. Miau, miau,
They
miau.
attacked the wrong person. How dare they?
Ya volviste, futuro rey.
To such a macabre fate. My father. It's time for us to repay the Deadwalkers in kind. I want to see them destroyed, so not a single one of those dead ever dare set foot in our
El parecido con Hugo Weaving es intencional,
We're going to launch a
¿no?
massive assault to take back our city. It is time to turn the tide of this war. Vulcan, we will need you and your extraordinary abilities.
Somos muy
We have
pocos.
to send a small group
No
to
podemos
open the
hacer
city
nada.
gates. I'm counting on you. I know that you can be stealthy and incredibly effective.
Sigiloso yo.
This is our best chance. Black Frost doesn't seem to be here anymore, and most of his forces went with him. But before we launch the assault, we need to strengthen our army. I've been told there are prisoners in the city. If we free those soldiers, we can add them to our ranks.
Y esos 2, 3 elfos que liberamos recién.
We're fortunate that our smith has survived. Let us hope he'll be able to provide us with everything we need. But it's better to make sure.
Thou knowest that Black Frost's palace will take us to the world heart. Yet still thou doth waste thy time in vain battles.
¿Pero qué crees que haga, demonio? ¿Que vaya under level hasta la boca del lobo?
I need your help.
What, sorting books? Observing swamp critters? You don't think I have better stuff to do right now?
That's not fair. I'm not stupid. I understand that what is most important now is the fight, and our soldiers...
The Freeborn Blades will do just fine. Don't you worry about that.
Not them, the other human soldiers.
Quedan soldados humanos.
I'm not sure we can count
No los vi por ningún lado.
We've already lost the war. They're only staying here because the elves are protecting them. But they've got no fight left in them. They have to believe they can win. They have to fight alongside the elves and the Freeborn Blades. I've tried talking with them, but they treat me like a child. Maybe they would listen if you would talk to them.
Soy un verdadero líder.
Most regular soldiers don't have time for mercenaries.
¿Desde cuándo?
They just need to get their spirit back, boost their morale.
¿Y el capitán no le preguntaste a él?
Some words to help them.
Seguro que los puede convencer.
Come here. I need to talk.
Todos tienen ganas de hablar hoy, ¿eh?
While you were in the city, the Deadwalkers apparently began stirring. Several scouts have disappeared without a trace.
Oh no.
They can't just have been ambushed by chance. Someone must have given their roots to our enemies.
Tenemos un soplón.
I'm afraid we have a traitor among us. Though if that's the case, I don't understand why we haven't been attacked by the Deadwalkers yet. What's really troubling is that these disappearances pretty much correspond to your arrival here, which means that your living dead friend is the prime suspect.
Oh no, qué coincidencia tan desafortunada.
One of the Red Scribes, or even one of your people.
And why can't it be one of your people?
Why would he do that? And above
Los elfos no son buenos soplones.
why would he wait until now to betray us?
Porque el príncipe ha vuelto.
Maybe he reacted to the prince's return. He may have expected you to lay down your weapons, and when he saw you were gaining hope again, he decided to speed things up.
Maybe. Regardless, we have to find the spy and silence him. You have demonstrated your effectiveness and discretion. Can you take care of this?
Ya veremos. Por supuesto.
Of course. I'll look into it.
Vos. Vení conmigo.
Vulcan, I have to talk
Ay,
about
por
Edwin.
favor.
I saw you getting friendly with her. You should be more careful.
¿Estás celosa?
She is not what she pretends to be.
I know she's not playing straight with us. She's got her little secrets, just like everyone else.
You don't understand. It's a lot more serious than little secrets. I found some very worrying information in one of the last books I read.
Desembucha.
200 or 300 years ago, there were other groups of sages and magicians, like the Red Scribes. One of these orders was called the White Lords.
So you think that they were the ancestors of the Ice Lords or something? What does that have to do with Edwin?
I'm getting to that. The White Lords lived in the north of Vertil, out in the ice. We know little about them. For a long time it was believed they had disappeared.
¿Vos crees que es una
But in
señora
reality,
blanca?
They somehow transformed themselves. And in one of the books that I consulted, I found an engraving of a woman, one of their leaders. It was the portrait of that witch.
Quizás era su antepasada. Es sospechoso, habrá que investigar.
It is suspicious. We'll have to check it out.
Since you seem so close to her, try to find out more about her past. How old is she? Where was she born? I don't know. Just something, anything that might give her away.
I will have to be careful so she doesn't get wise to me.
Keep me informed.
Te iba a llevar conmigo, pero si te llevo, la interrogo y estás ahí, obviamente
See you later.
va a sospechar. ¿Dónde mierda está ella? Preparar un contraataque elfo. ¿Sí?
Right, I'll make it quick. We're going to storm the city. With you, we might have a chance.
Knock it off, okay? Chance or not, I got no reason to risk my hide or my men's for that bunch of lazy bastards who, until now, have let us die without lifting a finger. Show us you're worth more than they are, and we'll see. Maybe.
Pénsalo bien. Muy bien, zanjamos el asunto con un duelo.
What better way to prove my worth than a duel?
Viste el tamaño de mis bíceps, ¿no?
In my company all the time. All right?
Yo creo que no tenés chances. Mira lo que es tu bracito. Lo puedo usar de escarbadientes. Ah, bueno.
Well, you can really back up your words, mercenary. Who knows? Maybe with guys like you, we can actually win. We're with you, Vulcan. You can count on us for the assault.
Eso fue fácil. Ya puedes guardarlo. Vos.
Good day, even if the expression isn't necessarily appropriate. Can I help you?
No sé, ¿podés? Pareces turbado. ¿Algún problema?
Why the long face? Is something wrong?
You mean apart from the fact that my city no longer exists and I've lost most of my people? Sorry for being in a bad mood. I'm still alive, I should be grateful for that, but actually, I feel completely useless, and that makes me sick.
Looks like you've got lots to do, though. Even if your army doesn't have as many troops as before, they still need equipment.
Of course, and that's what's driving me crazy. I had to leave all of my equipment behind when I escaped, and there was no chance of getting
No me digas, dejaste tu forja retráctil atrás. Ya hice una misión parecida en la zona del pantano. Podría recuperarlo para vos.
Seeing as how it means so much to you, I could get it back for you.
Really? You would be doing me the greatest of favors, and not just for me, for the entire army. I'd finally be able to.
Quiero descuento.
Consider it done.
Un descuento muy bueno. A ver. No, por acá ya estuve. Acá hay más de nuestros camaradas. El infiltrado.
Sir?
It's a calculated risk. Your friend Edwin told me that she can interrogate those creatures, so we captured one.
You really can do some pretty weird things.
Listen, Vulcan. We're not going to turn down any information. If we can find out how to haul our asses out of the fire, I don't see how it can hurt. Ready to make it talk?
If our fire breather doesn't need me right away, I can start getting ready.
A interrogarlo.
Excellent. Let's start the interrogation.
Listen, Maggot Head. You're going to tell us everything you know.
That's not quite how it works, Captain. It can't just answer questions like that.
No entienden nuestro idioma. Se lo olvidó cuando se murió.
In that case, why not dig everything out so we don't miss anything?
Even for someone as skilled.
Ahora se comunican con gemidos.
Weeks. Its brain, however limited, is like an immense archive that contains both recent memories and memories of its past life.
All right. I want to know if that bastard Black Frost really has left the area.
Let me concentrate. Yes. I see him raising the wave and turning the whole city into ice. This soldier must have been at his feet. Then he gave the order to attack and gave orders to several powerful undead. Apparently he left right after. He appears nowhere else in its memory.
Entonces ya no está acá. ¿Y cuáles eran las directrices, Negra Escarcha?
What were the Black Frost's orders?
You have to understand that this creature's ability to comprehend is limited. From what I can see, it was told to keep watch over the city. He asked to be sent living people. Prisoners. The other living
Alimento.
people must still be alive and under guard. Other prisoners. And of course, that he be informed in the event of trouble.
Does he know we entered the city?
This dead thing doesn't anyway. But that doesn't mean a thing, unfortunately.
Me puedo quedar con su casco. ¿Y qué son esos no muertos poderosos?
What are those powerful dead you were talking about?
I see a flying creature, like the one in the swamp, and others. The image is blurred.
La gárgola. Entonces un atormentador lidera ahora el ejército.
So the army is being commanded by a tormentor now.
No, I don't think so. They make good spies, but poor leaders. That said, I don't see any real generals.
Nothing that looks like that one that attacked the village.
No, but Black Frost will definitely have left someone.
No tenían cornudos disponibles.
Someone he trusts. This soldier just didn't see who. I think that he... Oh no, he saw me.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Well, well. Probing the spirits of the dead. You can well imagine that this sort of communication goes both ways.
Oh, diablos. Cortar la transmisión.
That's where my dear rebels are hiding, isn't it?
Tiene nuestra localización, pero ¿cómo?
Right now.
Esta podría ser cualquier mina. Cualquier cueva. Todas se parecen. Ok. Eso fue.
The knight has come to ask help from his friend. While on reconnaissance, he spotted a convoy which he thinks should be stopped.
¿Crees?
Dead walkers transporting an object. He thinks they should be attacked and the object taken from them while there is still time. The broken road will only slow them a little. The knight and his friend must get there as quickly as possible.
Muy bien, en marcha.
Okay then. Let's go for it. I have to go somewhere with Ranval. Wait for me here.
Nadie venía conmigo. ¿A quién le dijiste eso? ¿Dónde los viste? ¿Y? ¿Dónde mierda están ahora? De tanta charla se hizo de día. Alejate, va a explotar. Muere. ¿Estos eran los que querías encontrar o qué? No, esto era de otra misión. ¿Y dónde mierda están? Ve. Oh. Así. Espero que sean dagas. Nada más te digo eso. Siguen siendo bastante duros igual. Una asesina. Una ballesta. Ok, eso lo puedo usar. Si me acuerdo de que tengo una, ¿no? ¿Querés volver al campamento? Ahora voy a subir el nivel. A ver. Sí, bueno. Más o menos, ¿no? Supongo que puede ser de utilidad si le subo los niveles. Y ya tenemos el nivel máximo de merodeo. Y no se desbloquea nada más de, no sé, llegas al máximo de merodeo y puedes ser súper merodeador. Estoy atascado con este nivel. Bueno. Ya me he decidido por completo a ser merodeador, así que no tiene sentido cambiar de parecer ahora. Tampoco es que pueda relocalizar los puntos que tengo. Si encuentro una vasija de arma por acá no es. Baja, imbécil. ¿Y por dónde mierda tengo que ir? A ver, aparece como otro marcador, pero... Pero... ¿dónde mierda están? ¿Vos de acá tenés problemas? Centinela.
Some questions I'd like to ask you.
I'm listening.
Thank you for the information. See you later.
Sí, muy informativo lo tuyo. Ahora tengo que preguntarle a los otros a ver qué mierda pasó ahí con el ritual del no muerto, pero me interrumpiste, Rambal. Eso no estaba en el guión. ¿Dónde mierda están? No. Ustedes no son. ¿Dónde carajo estaban? Este lugar es una mierda. A ver, capitán.
Have you heard about all this spy business?
Sí.
Yeah, the elf commander told me. They suspect us. Us and the Red Scribes.
Now that would be priceless. If that long-faced twat accuses us of being traitors.
Who do you think it could be?
I confess that at first I thought it was your pal who looks like you just dug him up.
Mathras? Honestly, I don't think so.
I agree. I realized that since he's permanently surrounded by the scribes, he'd have a hard job finding the time to betray us.
Do you think it's one of the scribes?
It's possible. After all, it wouldn't be the first time they've shagged us while we had our backs turned. But whoever the mole is has to know their way around and not be scared to go outside on their own. Can you see any of those snot-nosed weeds taking that kind of risk?
Nunca los vi en acción.
Most likely, whatever Commander Pointy Ears thinks is that one of his boys is a turncoat. Go and check with Buffalo. I saw him chasing one a while back.
Considering the size of him, I doubt he caught the guy. I'll go ask him. You know, I wanted to ask...
¿Cómo va el interrogatorio?
I think we're screwed here. What do you think?
I say if the commander really wants to attack, we better be quick about it. The only chance is taking the enemy by surprise.
Okay.
I have to go.
Y a ver, vos, tiparraca.
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
Acerca del interrogatorio.
Hey, thanks for your help. Without you, we never would have gotten anything out of that dead stiff.
You know me, I just love to be helpful.
Me gustaría hacerte preguntas.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
De índole personal. ¿Qué puedes contarme acerca del mundo corazón?
I always hear people talking about the world heart. What exactly is it?
First, forget all the children's stories about a friendly force for good, or its mythical dimension. The world heart is very real. It is above all a source of power. It is from there that magic comes, as well as certain energies necessary for the proper functioning of our world. These energies can be captured and used. That is what magicians do. In their own way, each draws his power from the world heart.
The demon insists we must purify it. That mean anything to you?
It's a good bet it is referring indirectly to the Ice Lords. As you know, those magicians have access to immeasurable power. This power has an origin and a cost. They drew it from the world heart with a veracity that is truly limitless. Each of the Ice Lord's palaces has a portal linking it to the source.
Fascinante.
Imagine leeches sucking away endlessly on the energy which feeds them. To purify it,
No me
you have
digas.
to rid the world heart of all those
¿Y
leeches.
qué hiciste después? No, cámara, no te redicciones.
Go to
Quédate
this
ahí.
place nobody knows and clean out the all-powerful magical parasites. Sounds like a plan to me.
Muy sencillo. Tan simple. ¿No tenés frío con esa ropa?
Aren't you cold like that?
Is that your polite way of suggesting I'm indecent?
Es que están un poco vulnerables, la verdad. Me preocupa vuestra salud, simplemente.
I was simply concerned about your health.
Oh, how touching. But after having spent nights on end, trapped in a cage in the middle of
Te acostumbraste al frío.
I can assure you
O tal vez sea porque sos una de esas señoras blancas de las que está hablando Civil. Vamos a intentar retomar el pueblo. ¿Alguna sugerencia?
We're going to try to take back the town. Any suggestions?
Yes, of course. You'll need to locate a unicorn.
Tenemos que atacar bien, con un par de buenos delanteros.
They are your last best
Tienen que estar a la altura.
retaking the town.
So you're saying it's impossible?
You catch on quickly.
Mira, me estás descansando, pero no me importa.
An army was swept away in a few minutes. The red scribes and freeborn blades are only a few dozen strong.
Y deberíamos rendirnos entonces.
Your allies are disintegrating. You'd be better off fleeing this place.
¿Y a dónde ir?
And then what? Wait for the war to be lost? Put off dying another month or two until the Deadwalker army finds us?
You could hide yourself and learn how to control your demon. I could help you and speed your progress.
Ni hablar, no pienso dejar morir a los otros.
No way. I'm not gonna leave the others to die.
This incomprehensible affection for lost causes is going to be the death of you one day. But you could learn a few things in combat, I suppose.
Tengo que pediros consejos sobre Matres.
What's the story with this Mathras guy? Who is he?
It's hard to say. He's one
¿Cómo
of
te
the
haces ese
living dead.
peinado?
Of that I'm completely certain. But he is able to do things no other species of revenant has ever done before. You must understand that necromancy, the magic that allows the dead to be reanimated, is based upon one principle: giving energy to lifeless bodies. Mathras functions differently somehow.
Energía como le dieron a Frankenstein.
It's been brought back to life.
Electricidad, tenemos que esperar una tormenta.
Which has survived.
Una tormenta eléctrica.
He says he's 6,000 years old. You believe that?
It is entirely possible. His spirit is in theory immortal. This magic is far different from that which is practiced in Vertiol. Instead of drawing energy from the world heart, he draws energy directly from the body he is possessing.
Could that have anything to do with the Ice Lords or my demon?
Absolutely
Son
not.
uno y el mismo. El modo en que tomaron Caraldas, ¿os evoca algo que conozcáis?
What happened at Caroldas? Have you ever seen that before?
Wait until your
¿Recuerdos de tu vida anterior como señora blanca? ¿Sabías que tu imagen está en la portada de un libro? ¿Pagaron los derechos de imagen? Tenés que hacerle juicio.
It's possible that he's still in the area. He could be your key to the world heart. Find him and eliminate him, and the door to your goal will open.
Genial. Bueno.
Thanks. Buffalo, I have to talk to you.
What do you want?
You were seen leaving the camp. What were you doing?
What business is that of yours? Are you spying on me?
¿Vos nos estás espiando a nosotros? No lo tomes a mal, estoy investigando.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm supposed to be searching for a spy, and I need some clues.
I was just out on a little recon. I don't see how that can help you.
They told me that you were looking for someone.
Yes, the soldier who was on watch just over there. He left his post, was trying to follow him, but he lost me. He knows the terrain better than I do. I followed his tracks for a while, but considering the number of deadwalkers in the area, I decided to come back. I didn't want to give away our position.
Where did the tracks lead to?
Over toward the river, but don't bother. The guard already came back. He's just over there. You could go and ask him yourself.
Márcamelo en el
That's what
mapa.
I'll do. Thanks for the tip.
¿Sos vos?
Can I help you with something, mercenary?
I was told you left your post.
That's... no, never. Who told you such a thing?
You think I'd tell you? Come on, tell me everything or you'll really be in the shit.
All right. I left, but only once. I was following your comrade, Buffalo.
Ah, puedo leer la mentira, elfo. No puedes engañarme.
But I didn't dare go very far. I couldn't leave my post unguarded, you understand? And then the Deadwalkers didn't seem about to attack him. In the end, he went back without a scratch and without saying...
¿Tenés pruebas de esto? Tus historias empiezan a hartarme. Es hora de morir, traidor.
Your stories are starting to piss me off. Time to die, traitor.
Anyway, we're all going to die
Ajá.
tomorrow. What difference does it make?
Mostrás tu verdadera cara.
My master promised me.
Yeah, and you'll be one more
Tonterías.
blunt in his army. Stupid idiot.
Así, Rambal, métele patadas, que no se escape. ¿Crees que hablemos de esto, Búfalo?
Hey, Buffalo. I see nobody's
No, me va a decir lo que me dice siempre.
I'm going.
Bueno, vamos a informarle al tipo ese que estaba allá. Y lo dejamos acá. Otra vez hubo mucha charla, pero no puedo hacer nada para evitarlo. Así es como hicieron esto. Pensaron que largas secciones de conversación iban a ser muy divertidas para el juego.
Vulcan, I hope you've got good news.
No sé. Acerca de nuestras opciones para entrar.
I found a way into the city. There really is an ancient network of galleries beneath Carolthus.
Excellent. This is our chance to try to penetrate the city and take control of it.
Looking for a glorious last stand, are you? Don't get carried away. It's just a narrow passageway. You can get through it, but only a few at a time.
Igual no somos muchos.
It comes out right in the middle of the city in the open. Just pick your soldiers off one by one.
I see, but it's still something we can use. I'll just have to figure out how.
Y hablemos del traidor.
Your traitor won't be a problem anymore. The bad news is you're down another soldier.
I take it you're implying it was one of our own. Who?
No sé, un guardia genérico que estaba por ahí.
Rest assured he won't be telling anybody anything anymore.
No sé su nombre.
But it'll have to be replaced, I guess.
I'm sorry for the false accusations made against your comrades. Here, accept this gift as an apology.
Ok. Nos vemos.
I'll be going now.